You know, I forgot he was black tonight for an hour.
Chris Matthews forgot that President Obama was black. What's up with that? Everybody's favorite dog, Vernon, rescued from the L.A. River. Actually, his name is Spiky, and his owner has been found, and the rescue story gets even better. And you won't believe what the president of Argentina said about pigs. I'll tell you this, it's kind of dirty. All the stories you're talking about and everything you need to know right now on The Filter. Hello again on The Filter Forefront, our top four, including, when you look at the president, do you forget he's black? But we'll start with this. Now, we know unions are supposed to protect their members, but at what point does the union go too far? The nightmarish images of the 2008 Metrolink disaster in Chatsworth will never be forgotten. The cause of the accident, the engineer was texting and ran a red light. Since that time, surveillance cameras have been installed in the cabs. The union, the Brotherhood of Locomotive Engineers and Trainmen, has sued, claiming the cameras were illegally installed, violate employees' privacy rights, and can increase safety risks by placing new psychological burdens on workers trying to concentrate. Our contributors joining us via Skype, the editor of WitnessLA.com, Celeste Fremon, and activist and producer Melissa Rivers. Melissa, I'm going to start with you. Does the union have any point here, or should those cameras have been installed?
Absolutely not. First of all, if there's a camera and that's stopping you from concentrating on your job, we have a bigger problem that you're driving this enormous train. You know, and if you read the blogs on this, people really feel strongly when you have public safety at risk, come on, you know, they should be more concerned they're going to put another person in the cab with them. You got to put the cameras in. It should not be any kind of an undue burden. If you're doing your job and not messing around and not on your phone and not texting, it really shouldn't be a big deal. Now,
Celeste, I get I understand that the union wants to protect its membership. I get that. That's what the union is for. But you know what? If you want to put a camera here in my office at NBC, you can put a camera in there all the time because I'm not doing anything wrong. How in the world can the union think this is a good idea?
You know, privacy is a thing of the past. I'm sorry. And if you're driving an enormous vehicle that is capable of causing a crash that kills 25 people and injures another 30, like in 2008 in Chatsworth, then we get to make sure that you're doing the right thing. I mean, airline pilots have dealt with everything but a camera for years and years and years, and they've thus far kept the cameras out, but everybody says that's about to change because it helps keep everybody safer. And I'm all for civil liberties, but, you know, if you don't like this, don't take the job. So I think the union, if they win, they're going to win only in the short term, but this is a losing battle. Public safety is way too important. The National Travel and Safety Board has come down really firmly on the side of cameras, so good luck, union, and keeping them out.
And also, the union would be screaming for them if it was a situation in which it could exonerate.
Exactly. It's
so
protective of
you know,
the
they got to
engineer.
remember that this is not a privacy issue. You're working for public transportation.
All right.
Absolutely. And it is protective to the engineer. And, you know, this is ridiculous. This is unions gone wild. Sorry.
Okay. I think we all agree on that. Let's go to this. Here's a novel idea. They're thinking about it in Anaheim. Instead of taking your money, the mayor says, maybe we'll give you a little back. Kurt Pringle is proposing to refund half the city's sales tax revenues on large purchases back to customers for a limited time to stimulate the economy. Here's the deal. It's got to be $20,000 or more. That's a lot. A car, a house, appliances for the home, a whole new set of furniture. City usually takes 1%. So for $20,000, you get $100 back. $100,000, you get $500 back. This applies for business-to-business purchases as well. Some may say here the mayor is posturing and it's not a lot of money. I say every little bit helps and it's a good start. What do you say, Celeste?
Well, you know, I'm kind of going with posturing. It's a nice gesture. Maybe it calls attention to something good. But I started doing the math on this. I mean, you know, spending $20,000 is a lot of money. I mean, let's just say they said, you know, it could be appliances. Well, let's say the top of the line Viking stove for $9,000. You get less than $48 back. And really the person who's putting in the $9,000 Viking stove is going to say, yeah, I'm going to take that $40+ and go out and stimulate the economy. I mean, honestly, I think it's silly. There's nothing wrong with it, but I think it's silly. Every time I did the math.
All right, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. So you ever shop at Ralph's, for example? You ever shop at Ralph's? Okay. Do you have that little rewards card that they give you at Ralph's?
Where they calculate how much you've gotten back? Right. And it makes you feel good. And you know what?
It makes me feel great. It makes me feel great. Is that wrong?
No, I think it's fine. I mean, and when I will buy Clinique makeup because they give me a gift. I mean, we're all kids at heart. But I'm just not sure. The money, the one, 0.5% is so tiny. On a public relations level, I think it's nice, but I don't, I love it. I'm glad he's being imaginative, but I'd like to see him do something more substantive.
All right, Melissa, 40 seconds here. What do you think?
I think it's a great idea. Every little bit helps, and I'm willing to drive out. If you're going to buy a car, why not drive out to Anaheim and get a little bit of money back? It does stimulate the area. It stimulates business. You know what? In this economy, everything counts, and at least someone's trying to make things better.
That's true. They're trying. I mean, the effort's good, and I like the idea of the car. I'm not open for a car. If you're going to buy
big purchases, hell, I'll drive the extra time.
I'm not going to drive out there to buy a house, though.
No.
Call me crazy.
You'll live where you live. Okay.